Hi there, Libra. This is Kim here to do a reading. It's a little bit different than what I'm used to doing. I love it though. It's a next 3-day reading. So I'm going to take a look at day 1, day 2, day 3 from the time that you watch this video. So whenever you're watching it would be day 1 and then 2 and 3. It's fun. It's light. It's something small, easy to digest. And I hope you enjoy it. If you need something more personal or structured towards your energy, that information for a private reading is in the description box below. So I have the journey of the sacred bee here for you, Libra. Day 1. Whoa. Day 2. Day 3. Alright, that's Journey of the Sacred Bee, and then I'm going to pull one from the 108 deck and then one from the Animal Spirit deck, and we'll be ready. We will clarify if we have to. Whoa, the fox is wanting to come off. Strategy, mind. Resourcefulness. All right. Day 1 for Libra. I have the Death card. Woof. Strong. And the 8 of Wands. As well as the Phoenix and the Sea Serpent. This is really beautiful. Let me get a little bit closer up here. This is beautiful because this means that there's like some kind of, to me, they're saying end of delay. So I don't know what that, there was something that had to wrap up. There was some type of closure or ending that was occurring. Could also be that there was some sort of major transformation. And if you were waiting on news, today is the day, actually. Today, as you're watching this, today is the day that you should get some really good news. This even can be Cupid's arrow. I mean, it just kind of depends. But because we have the theme of like transformation, it goes along with the Phoenix here. So Phoenix says transformation, eternal soul, renew, resurrection, rebirth, destroy, rising from the ashes, emerge, a new era, alchemy, transmutation, ascension, and this end is just the beginning. The Sea Serpent here, representing your second chakra. It is the subtle energy located deep within the pelvic bowl. It is known as our center of creativity and desire, associated with the water element here. See what else do they say about it. Healing emotional wounds and expressing desires. It represents the energy of expression, whether emotion, creativity, sensuality, or desire. The Sea Serpent helps us move and direct our energy into a healthy current. So when we loosen the grip of self-judgment and let the cool waters of forgiveness in, it heals our wounds. All right. Yeah, this is like no more stagnancy is what this is saying. No more stagnancy. Something is about to move forward. Today might be the day. Some really good news for you. Wow. Day 2 is the King of Wands and the King of Swords. Whew. That's a lot of action. It is archetype, so it's the crown card archetype. It could be a person. It could be a Leo. It could be an Aquarius. We have Scorpio here, and we have Sagittarius, as well as Scorpio here again with the Phoenix. So to me, this means on day 2, you'll be taking some sort of action. It is towards building what you really want to create and build. And the King of Swords is saying you can do this through your discipline, through your effort. It's going, like, you're going to achieve what you're wanting to achieve. Yeah, you have the knowledge here too. Something that you're experiencing is like a spilt milk situation, needs to be put in the past. And so there's this sense of the sea serpent coming out with, get the flow going with less critical of our past mistakes or our past failures, and then leaving that in the past so that we can move on. This wolf energy, actually, it feels like you're going to be put in some sort of leadership position. The leader of the pack is what I'm hearing. Like you're the leader of the pack somehow. The leader of the pack. Isn't that a song? The leader of the pack. Yeah, I think it was an old song. We're going to go back and clarify what these are, because this to me is signifying some kind of major action that you'll be taking on day 2. And 5 of Wands, navigating challenges such as competition or other people trying to get what you're trying to get. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to, because you embody the Empress energy day 3, and it is 3. And then you have the Cake card and the Raccoon. Love the Raccoon, because that speaks to creative genius here. Something you've been either hiding, or not necessarily hiding, but something that not everybody knows about you is what I'm picking up on. So the Cake card says celebration, ceremony, party, gathering with friends and family, honor, remember, recognize, commemorate, graduation, anniversary, wedding, prom, birthday, award ceremony. Something that you create with this Empress energy, and this is that ability to receive like a lot of abundant things, and it is about what your creation, what your creation is. What you create is going to be very abundant. Yes, there are obstacles in the way. There are others that are maybe even wanting what you are getting or what you're going to have, but you're the Empress, so you have to remember that. And of course that could be associated with your sign here, Libra, too. So let me look at the Raccoon so I can tell you exactly what it says. They're wanting me to actually tell you about the wolf from this book. So I have guardian of family and tribe, activism and ritual. The mission of the wolf is to uphold the well-being and longevity of the pack. Healthy wolf energy expresses itself through activism, mentorship, and humanitarian efforts, or teaching, religious or political studies. Reliable and fearless. All right. So then the Raccoon. Tell me about the Raccoon. Talented, shadowy, and hiding. The Raccoon energy is at play within all artists to a greater or lesser degree. At best, it indicates talent, tenacity, and skillfulness with a particular musical instrument or a creative tool. Its shadow side points to an unresolved issue around self-image and success. Sometimes a stage name or wearing a mask works in an artist's favor, and other times it could limit creativity. So ask yourself, am I who my audience thinks I am? What if I'm ready to grow into something more? The Raccoon energy won't let us off the hook until this creative ego fear is resolved. This is a generous friend, and it means you're an exceptional artist also. So I love that. I love that. My artist out there. Major transformation, good news, Phoenix rising. You had to have been on the ground, you know, for the Phoenix to rise. Everything else had to end. Something major had to transform within you. It's a lot of spiritual alchemy going on, is what I could say. Tell me about the King of Wands and the King of Swords. Death in the reverse. Okay. Still ongoing transformation. It's about ending something that's in the past, I think, with Death in the reverse. Ending a period of something being in the past. And it can have to do with like the effort that we put in. Because the Nine of Pentacles reverse, just could be you taking action because of waiting on some sort of financial gain. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Because then I have the Eight of Pentacles underneath here. I think that's what it is. I think you're putting in the effort, but there is something that has to wrap up in a sense. that you will be getting, maybe at the same time, some kind of closure where your work is starting to pay off. The Three of Cups is a reason for celebration. So I can see that if you're in that position where for a long time it was resisting putting something into the past, or even, when we're feeling like, I don't know if I even want to put in the effort to whatever this is, I think all of that, even the attitude and the energy around that, is going to change. Because I see celebration, and I see you putting your mind into your skills and your abilities and whatever it is that you're able to create. So what about the King of Swords here in particular, please? Discipline to your craft, focusing on the, letting go of something from the past or clinging to the past. It can be past people, past disappointments, past setbacks, getting past them, focusing on what we can control in our lives, what we do have the answer for. Honestly, the Nine of Swords reverse is knowing that within your heart, knowing that there is peace there, because attached to every problem that you encounter in life, there is a solution. And I think this is that knowing, and this is you like knowing where to direct your thoughts, your attitude, positive attitude on solution. I feel like this is solution based, and that's why this is coming out so strong with the masculine energy of doing and action and taking action. And there's not so much worrying or stewing in a certain energy. There's more of a, this is what I can do right now, and so I'm going to do it. And that is the attitude that you need. Truly, you are going to build something that is majestic. With the Empress combined with King of Wands, King of Swords, you can't go wrong. If you embody these energies, you cannot go wrong. Tell me about your Five of Wands. Tell me about Five of Wands. Chariot in the reverse. Tell me what else. Okay. Seven of Pentacles. There's a constant looking back, or it's kind of like the energy of having to pause and be patient, but at the same time, knowing that for some reason there's others in competition with you, and it can be feeling like, I'm having to defend myself right now. I'm having to take a pause so I can defend either what I'm working on or just defend myself in general. And during this pause, Spirit is asking you to keep your eye on the seeds sown that day. There is a verse in the Bible. I believe it's in the Bible. I think it is. But it says, judge not the harvest each day. Judge not your field by the harvest each day, but judge the seed sown. So it's not so much focused on the results of the day, but in the energy that you've put into whatever it is, the time, the energy, the careful consideration, even through a pause, because this is definitely about timing, with the Seven of Pentacles. It is. It's about timing, and it's about having patience, because something you're creating is truly big. And truly, these experiences that we have, where we have struggle and challenge, they're just molding us for what God is trying to prepare to give to us. We have to be ready to receive. And sometimes it takes that in order to receive. So the Magician in the reverse, I feel like this is other people, because, other people energy with that Five of Wands. It just kind of makes sense that we could have some evil eye on us. Or we could have some times where we feel unmotivated. I know that I get unmotivated sometimes when I'm not seeing the results. Especially if it's something that's gone on for a while and I have put in time and effort. And so there can be this feeling of like, okay, well, I'm in this place and I'm feeling a little anxious because I feel restricted or stuck. Wow, that doesn't get you very motivated, feeling like that, or feeling like we're just thinking about all the limitations or lack of freedom. There also could be some sort of, I don't put it past people to throw evil eye or intentions to make you feel like you are trapped, to make you feel like you can't possibly achieve what you're trying to achieve. Those are energies out there that people do. Unfortunately, there are some not so good people in the world that would like you to feel as restricted as possible. It's for their control, or trying to control you. So you just have to get past this energy. I see you doing that, but also I see this like back and forth energy, because we have the Nine of Swords reversed, where it's like day 2 we're feeling great, we're feeling focused on a solution. Day 3 we're looking at the work we've put in, or the efforts, and we're like, okay, well, where is it's almost like wanting to have immediate results, not getting it, and then that putting us back into the Eight of Swords energy, and feeling unmotivated. So we can't do that to ourselves. All right, so that's what I have to say about that, is you just don't do that to yourself. Basically, have patience with yourself, because you definitely are ascending. And if you haven't noticed, you're in alignment for a big financial gain or windfall, because we have 7, 8 to the 9 of Pentacles. Also, the Empress energy is associated with a lot of abundance. And whatever she creates, it's plentiful enough for thousands of people, not just one family. You know what I mean? So the give and take is going to be pretty big here once you accomplish what you're wanting to accomplish. So I have 15. Your love for others is powerful. You are able to spread your gift of support far and wide. Your curious social nature brings you into contact with a variety of people, all who would benefit from your warm heartfelt words of wisdom. I am wise. These are all multiples of 5, and those indicate changes. So I have 10. You have great leadership skills. Your mind is sharp, and it allows you to dream up ingenious ideas and organize all the details, then direct others on how to carry things out. I'm ingenious. Another multiple of 5. 30, you're an original, innovative thinker, excellent communicator. You have a great talent for using creativity to convey your ideas, and your optimistic attitude has an uplifting effect on others. I'm imaginative. And here, embrace this one for sure. Master number 33, know that your ascended masters are with you, and they are guiding you. And this is also double Empress energy here. So master number 33, any positive changes or projects you're considering right now will be well worth your while. Expect your power to manifest and create will be heightened. I am expanding. That's what I have for you, Libra. I'm sending you love and light. Bye.